India and Nepal. I will be moderating this session for I will be moderating this session. I hope you all are safe and happy. On behalf of PT Academy team, I would first like to thank each one of you for joining this session. We will try to cover as many queries and as much information as possible to help you in all in taking a well-informed decision for your UK dream. As many of us know that PT is a 100% computer-based and only unbiased test with fast delivery. Our maximum scores are getting delivered in 85% of 85% scores are getting delivered in maximum 2 days. Now PT is accepted for UKVI also. We have introduced two new tests for UK, that is PT UKVI and PT Home. PT UKVI testing is live in Nepal, New Delhi, Noida, Ahmedabad, Amritsar, Bangalore, Chandigarh, Chennai, Gurugram, Hyderabad, Jalandhar, Mumbai, Pune, and Gujarat. So now I would like to welcome our first presenter, first panelist, Mr. Ashish Didwania, our expert panelist from top university in the UK. So I just would like to first of all introduce Ashish Didwania. Ashish Didwania is a De Montfort University alumni. He has been working with De Montfort University as an area manager for past 2 years. So now Ashish, so our experts panelists bring with them a vast experience and a thorough understanding of the higher education market in the UK. I'm sure that this will be a highly fruitful session for all of us. I would request our audience to drop their questions in Q&A section, which we will pick up on the go or at the end of the event. Now I would like to invite our first expert panelist, Ashish Didwania. Ashish, can you please start sharing your presentation? Can you start the session from here?
Hi, good afternoon, Prakash. Good afternoon, everyone, for joining in. I'm Ashish from De Montfort University. I'm the area manager at DMU, also an alumni at DMU. I studied global MBA from there. So in this short presentation, I'll go through all the programs that we offer at DMU, all the faculties that we have, all the experiences that we also offer at De Montfort University, give you a brief about the city of Leicester also. So we'll start with the advert of De Montfort University.
We are an instinct that ignites action. We are all in, unafraid to fall. We are a journey, taking one step more. And we are the heart that beats as one. We are proud to be more. De Montfort University, Leicester.
So yes, we are based in Leicester. Leicester is just in heart of England. It is just 1 hour away from London by train. Nearest international airport is Birmingham, just 40 minutes drive from Leicester. Cities such as Coventry, Nottingham, Derby, all these important major cities are also 30 to 40 minutes drive from Leicester. Even Manchester is around 75 minutes drive from Leicester. So a very multicultural city. We welcome more than 150 students at De Montfort University. Also, Leicester is known for its Diwali celebration. It's the largest Diwali celebration outside India. This is how we celebrate Diwali in Leicester. Important factor here is Diwali comes around October, November time. Our coming intake is September. So Diwali starts off the festive season in Leicester, Diwali, then Christmas, and then the New Year's. So the part-time option rises during this time. All the local businesses require part-time option. And since the students arrive in September, October time, they have around 1 month to settle in, and they can get a part-time option as well. Even if we talk about the location of the university in the city of Leicester, it is very centrally located. City center is just 5 minutes from the university. Everything is walking distance. You do not need any transportation to go around city of Leicester. So you save on transportation cost also. And this is the reason we are in top 10 for the most affordable cities to live in the UK as well. This is how the life in Leicester is.
Welcome to Leicester in the heart of the UK.
A 21st century city with an amazing history.
Let's find out what gives Leicester its beat.
It's a great place to be a student. The DMU campus is right in the centre of town.
It's the perfect size.
Everything's walking distance.
There's loads of great cafes, juice bars and pubs in Leicester. On campus, around the city centre and around Waterton Gate.
The High Cross Shopping Centre is great for big brands.
We go shopping there way too much.
And the Lanes has a lot of cool vintage shops.
Leicester has the most amazing variety of food. Places like the open market for fresh produce. St. Peter's Square. Or Narborough Road, which apparently has the most amount of spoken languages on any road in the UK. So if you can't find it here, you can't find it anywhere.
I feel like part of the community.
Leicester's a really active city with lots of great sports facilities. And it's the home of internationally renowned teams. Leicester City Football Club, Leicester Tigers Rugby, Leicestershire County Cricket Club. It's also easy to get out of the city to enjoy all kinds of outdoor activities. I can get back to London in 60 minutes.
The rest of the Midlands and the UK are all easily accessible by road, rail, and we also have East Midlands International Airport.
Leicester has great nightlife. Let's be there nights like this or upmarket cocktail bars. We're in the city centre. It's 9:30 on a Wednesday, and the party's already underway.
R&B, hip-hop, grime, rock, punk, loads of different genres. Theatres, comedy clubs, cinemas, museums and the National Space Centre.
There's a real sense of community amongst the students and in the city as a whole.
The Diwali celebration is amazing, the Festival of Lights.
Now that we've shown you what life in Leicester is like,
Why don't you come and take a look for yourself?
So we are ranked gold in teaching excellence framework. This is a rating given by the UK Higher Education there. It's in 3 stages: gold, silver, and bronze. De Montfort University is ranked gold in it. The report says for outstanding teaching delivered throughout the year. This report is online at the university's website as well, so you can go and check that out. We are in top 20 for graduate employability. We more than 97.3% of DMU's international graduate are into further studies or into employment within 6 months of their education. On an average, according to the DLHE report, across UK, all universities, the international graduate employment rate is at 94%. DMU is at 97.3%. This is the reason we are in top 20 for graduate employability. We are also named one of the best country in the UK for helping students find highly skilled work or further study. We have graduates working from Warner Bros, Gap, HSBC, BBC, Gucci, BMW, Intel, Audi, Barclays, all these top companies in the UK. Our academic requirements for undergraduate, we require at least 65% in your best 4 subjects in class 12th. If you want to study any tech programs, then we'll check your math score as well. So for that, you need at least 60% in maths. English, we can include in the best 4, but we cannot include any other regional languages. So if you're going for any non-tech programs, it will be English plus 3. If you're going for any tech programs, it will be English, maths plus any 2 subjects. For PG, we require at least 55% in your bachelor degree over the 3 or 4 years as an aggregate. But if you have studied from any Calcutta of any of these prestigious universities in India, like DU, CU, Calcutta University, Delhi University, Mumbai University, Pune University, or Loyola College, then we can accept you from 50% also. Our English requirements, if you give PTE, then for all literature-based programs, then we require 58 overall and not less than 43 in each component. For all the other programs, we need 51 overall and not less than 43 in each component. Our tuition fees starts at £13,750 per year for undergraduate program if it's non-lab based. If it is lab based, then it starts at £14,250 per year. Post graduation, non-lab based programs £14,100. Lab based programs £14,600. Special programs such as MBA is at 16,000, MSc Mechanical Engineering, MSc Engineering Management 15,100 and £15,600. MSc Cybersecurity, MSc Cyber Technology is at £17,780. We do offer scholarship. We offer scholarship of £2,000 on the first year of tuition fees for all students studying, wanting to study at De Montfort. They just need to meet the entry requirements and they'll be offered the £2,000 scholarship. This is how DMU's campus is like. So De Montfort University has 4 faculties, business and law, computing, engineering, media. Third is health and life science. Fourth is art, design and humanities. So in the first faculty, we have more than 100 plus nationality students studying in the business and law faculty. More than 6,000 undergrad and postgrad students are studying. More than 200 academic staffs are alone involved in only business and law faculty. This is also one of the highest in the UK across universities. We have professional accreditations to ACCA, CIM, CIMA, IDM, CIH, CIPD. All the courses like accounting, finance, advertising, marketing, risk management, project management, business law, leadership, everything is available at De Montfort University, both undergrad and postgrad. Our second faculty is Faculty of Technology. One success story about this faculty, our mechanical engineering students built a Formula One car, and which was acquired by McLaren for the Formula One races. So we have strong industrial connections in this faculty, such as BBC, Orange, NHS, Deloitte, SAS, HP, BMW, McLaren, Benz, Audi, MTV, GMC, Aston Martin. We also run a program in collaboration with HP, Business Informatics. That's a bachelor program. The students can access the HP Academy and Education Innovation Center as well. All the programs like artificial intelligence with robotics, business information systems, computer games, programming, computer science, computer security, computing for business. These are all available at De Montfort University in the tech faculty. One more success story here in the picture is Liana Brooks. She studied contour fashion at De Montfort. She was awarded the best UK lingerie in 2011. She now designs clothes for Lady Gaga and Alicia Dixon. We have some honorary graduates such as Jimmy Choo. From India, we have Amitabh Bachchan and Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I'm a great cricket fan. That is why I have Mahendra Singh Dhoni's picture here on my slide. Even Jimmy Choo has visited De Montfort University. So a history about De Montfort. We started this university 150 years ago in 1870, and we started with art and design and humanities faculty. So we have again strong industry connections in this. You name any fashion shows happening throughout the world, maybe London Fashion Week, Shanghai Fashion Week in China, Lakme Fashion Week in Mumbai. There will be some or the other De Montfort University involvement in those fashion shows also. We also do our own fashion shows every year called the Graduate Fashion Week, and we have chief guests coming on those fashion shows. So we had Jimmy Choo coming in one of our fashion shows. He was impressed by one girl, Nikki, and offered a 3 months internship at Jimmy Choo from the fashion show itself. All the programs relating to art and design, animation design, architecture, interior design, fashion management, journalism, design crafts, fashion design. All the programs which has the word design, you will be required to submit a portfolio. Offer letter will be subject to only approval of the portfolio. Our final faculty is health and life science programs such as biomedical science, forensic science, medical science, pharmaceutical biotechnology, pharmaceutical quality by design, applied criminology, audiology, health studies, midwifery, nursing. All these programs are available for health and life science. If we talk about accommodations, we help you for both private and university managed accommodation. We have 13 university halls at De Montfort University. University hall starts around £110 per week. If you go for private accommodations, around £60 to £65 per week. Total living expenses, if you talk about private accommodation, will come around £450 to £500 per month. University accommodation will come around £650 to £700 per month. If you don't know how to cook, there's a good news. Proper Indian food in Leicester. There are restaurants just like 10 minutes walk from the university, which give you lunch and dinner in £100 per month. That's how the university accommodations are like.
From the moment you arrive, there's a bed of support, already emotional when you get there. The moment you get out of your car, people there to take you to the uni room, find the floor you're on.
Booking my accommodation was so easy, I had it done in about an hour. I just went online, had my details ready to go, and I just chose the one I wanted, and it let me choose the exact room, and it turned out amazing. There's a range of accommodations, varying depending on what budget you have, what kind of location you want. I wanted one right next to the gym, so I was able to go straight from my accommodation. It's literally a 30-second walk. For me, I quite liked the fact that it was so close to uni. It just made everything so much easier. I like the whole campus feel, and the community within my halls was so great. You know, you find out you're walking into somebody, and then you're on the same course, and then you end up making friends with people. Being able to just walk into town, camping this way, to go to the theatres. There are so many theatres in town, and all of them are within walking distance.
Living in halls meant that we were all able to focus on our studies a lot more because we didn't have any external, cleaning and plumbing electricity to worry about. All the staff that ran the halls were so friendly. Everything was so safe. So the security sort of team that looked out at the front desk. DMU have their own sort of Facebook page where you can meet your flatmates beforehand. I actually met my best friend from uni there.
Halls was such a laugh. It was really fun, and I was living with 9 other people, so it was constantly a good time.
Being in halls has been absolutely amazing. It's made life so much more convenient.
It was really nice to have that student accommodation. That room is your base. Got to know that area so well, and just had that homely feel that I feel really important to me.
Overall, the experience in halls has been absolutely amazing, and this meeting people from courses, interests, and this all the on-site facilities, such things like gym, and recreation areas, and having that real tight sense of community.
So finally, we have this thing called DMU Global. We know education, all universities will provide you with education. They can provide you with internship, but DMU goes an extra mile in providing you proper experiences. So DMU Global is a program where all university students studying any program, they can go for all the field trips that we organize. These are usually with collaboration with the businesses and the universities in that particular country. We have visited around 60 countries from DMU Global. We do mass trips. We did 1,000 students to New York last year in January. We did 1,000 students to Berlin in September. But irrespective of these mass trips, we have at least 3 to 4 trips happening throughout the year, every month, related to of the field of study, whatever you're doing. Best part is for these trips, De Montfort University offers you £400 of bursary if you're going outside Europe. If you are in Europe, then we ask you to give us 200 to £50, and we arrange everything except your fooding. We arrange your transportation, we arrange your flights, we arrange your hotels in that particular country. So this is a video of how we manage those trips and what we do in those trips. So this is it for the presentation. Any questions?
Sure. So thank you so much, Ashish, for such an insightful session. I have received some questions from the audience. So there are some common questions actually I would like you to answer. Yeah. So the first question is, can the test takers use PT Academic/PT UKB as a proof of English ability when applying for programs at De Montfort University? So yes. Obviously you have shown that slide, but still if you can just reconfirm to the participants that about the PT Academic acceptance.
Sure. Yes, we do accept PT. For some theoretical literature-based programs, we need 58 overall and not less than 43. For other programs, we need 51 overall and not less than 43 in each component as a PT requirement.
So, some of the students are asking for the scholarship part. Whether they are asking, is it related to the fee also? If they will pay semester-wise fee or annual fee, if you can just elaborate it somewhere. So I think they will be more clear on that part.
Yeah, so we offer
They,
2,000 pound scholarship to all Indian students. This scholarship will be reflected on their caste letters. So you need to pay at least 50% of the fees to enroll in the university. So if you have paid that 50% of the fees, you will be getting that 2,000 pound scholarship.
thank you. So will the initial semester happen through online session during the initial month? If yes, then when do you feel the students will be able to join the in-class session?
So we'll be having blended learning. Students will be required to come to the UK for their classes. There will be once a week scheduled appointed classes for them to attend in the lecture rooms. Rest of the classes will be conducted online, but they'll have to be in the UK to attend those classes. Because the BFS have now been open from 6th of July, we have started issuing caste letters to the student, so they can go for the normal visa procedures and come to the UK then.
Sure. Thank you, Ashish. So there is another question from a lot of people that how much do you think the student mobility to UK for studies will be impacted in the new normal? Do you believe that this will lead to a general this will be le- this will lead to a general greater acceptance of online learning?
I believe COVID or no COVID, we were going on that track of online learning because in De Montfort University, we already had a Blackboard software of DMU. This has in all universities only for the Blackboard, where the lectures are recorded. Students prefer to listen to those lectures in the library when they are making their notes and assignments. So that is the already we were going to the path of online learning. So COVID or no COVID, I don't think it will impact. Yes, there will be only one impact, which will be in classroom teaching, face-to-face teaching. That cannot be substituted by online learning. Because of COVID right now, we'll have to manage that with once a week. When things improve in the UK, like it has been improving, social sports have also started. England are playing West Indies today. English Premier League have started. So once these things improve again, we'll have more face-to-face teaching also.
Uh, Thank you, Ashish. Thanks for the deep answer. I just would like to. So there is one participant, Ravinder Chaudhary. He is asking for the refund policy of the university. So
So we understand that students might be skeptical of joining the September intake if the situation worsens in India. So this is the reason we are refunding the full tuition fees for all students this year. We are not even deducting any admin fee. So it's a full refund from De Montfort University for the September intake.
some students are asking for the on-the-job training about the on-the-job training for different courses. So one has asked for the IT courses, but still, if you can just elaborate on the job training, will it be provided or will it be available in some of the courses?
We offer optional placement in all the tech programs, engineering and computing programs in post-graduation. So if the students are able to achieve that placement, then we will extend the visas for 1 year. So student will be getting 1 year of teaching visa, 1 year of on-the-job training or the placement year, plus the 2 years of PSW. So it becomes a 4-year visa for them. But they'll have to achieve it in the UK and they'll have to apply that 1 year extension from the UK. And we'll be
Thank you,
assisting them.
Ashish. So there is one. Sure. Thank you. So there is one more question from one of the participants that what will be the timeline for the CAS letter from the university?
We have started a credibility interview. So after you clear the credibility interview and we get your cash documents, that is your bank statements, your TB certificates, your all the bank statements, TB certificates, offer letters, and the payment proof. Once we receive that, after that, within 3 to 4 working days, you get your cash letter.
Okay. So there is one more question about the post-study work visa. I think this will be more over our opinion actually. So people are interested to know about the post-study work visa in UK because this is recently started. If you have some idea about that, if you can just give us some insight on that part, I think that will be very good for the participants.
Yeah, so UK government has announced PSW for this September intake. If they are in the UK from this September intake, they'll be getting 2 years of PSW. Once they pass their degree, they'll be eligible for that extension of 2 years.
Sure. So thanks, Asis. I think we are done with the question for now. I think at the end we will have some more questions for you. Definitely we will ask. So now, so I just wanted to elaborate you more into the part of the PT UK VI and PT Home. So I just inform you that we have now 2 more tests available. So, so I just would like to tell you that PT UK VI is not a different test actually, but definitely this is obviously only for the UK part. So if someone is planning for UK, he can go for PT UK VI. It is valid for UK visa and immigration also. So any kind of visa you wanted to apply for, you can just go for PT UK VI. And apart from that, this is similar examination like PT academic itself. It's a 4-skill examination: listening, speaking, reading, writing. The pattern is similar. It's the same pattern of PT academic. Apart from that, when we talk about PT Home, it's an examination for the dependent visa, and it's a 2-skill examination. Those are the necessary skills for the livelihood in an English country when we talk about. So that's listening and speaking. So that's why that's an easier test for dependents actually. Those are not going for any major purpose there. They are going as independent with any student or any kind of you can say visa holder, major visa holder. So these are the benefits of these examinations. I think you should go and apply for UK VI test if you wanted to. You are looking for a dream of UK. Either it's a study dream or it's a visa dream or it's a PR dream. So whatever you are planning for, so you may go and you can appear for the PT UK VI test. It is again valid for 2 years. The same PT Home is also valid for 2 years only. So now I would like to call our second panelist actually. So I just would like to introduce Mr. James Farren first. So James Farren, welcome James. Hi James, how are you?
Hi Prakash, thank you very much for having us today.
Sure.
How are you?
So, I am good. So, our second panelist is Mr. James Farren, and he's a graduate from University of Essex. At present, he is a regional manager for South Asia market at the University of Hertfordshire. And now I just would like to James to start up with some information about his university so that all of us can learn about his university and we can understand that how PT will be helpful for to get the admission in that particular university.
That's perfect. I'm just going to share my screen with you. I'm just going to share my screen with you guys so you can see my presentation. I'm just going to run through some of the key parts of why the University of Hertfordshire is such a fantastic option to come for your studies in the UK. Okay, so your international journey begins here. Now, it's always important to think about why you want to go to university. Lots of people have lots of different motivations for why they want to come to the UK for their study: to get a high quality degree, to gain experience and choose a profession, to make new friends, and to see new places and try new things. So that's just some of the reasons. The University of Hertfordshire offers you all 4 of those reasons. We are one of the world's top 200 universities under 50 years old. That's from the Times Higher Education Young Universities Ranking Guide. Now, we got university status in the early 90s, so that we're young, 1991, so we're young, but we are a very well-ranked university internationally. That's an important thing to think about when you're considering which universities that you want to go to. We're the second safest university town in the east of England. Now, obviously, this is incredibly important because one of the key things that you have to think about when you're going and living in a foreign country is your own safety. For example, there's lots of places that you could go to in the rest of the UK where that wouldn't be as possible. You want to make sure, and your parents will want to make sure as well, that where you're studying is a safe place to study, because you will then be able to completely focus on your studies. Now, we have a 96.5% employment rate. 96.5% of our graduates are in work or further studies in 6 months of graduating. Now, that's obviously really important because, you know, the reason why you go to university is to get a job. That's why I went to university. It's why everybody goes to university. So you want to make sure that's a big part of your journey. The University of Hertfordshire is a business-facing university working with over 300 different blue chip companies throughout the UK. That's really a huge part of our job is to make sure our students get a job. 96.5% within 6 months of graduating. Now, we've also been awarded the Eco-Friendly Campus Platinum Award. Now, obviously, one of the biggest issues facing mankind right now is climate change. So, ultimately, the University of Hertfordshire is very much doing its bit in order to ensure that it's a very safe and green campus, a fantastic place for you guys to come and study. We've also been awarded the TEF Gold as the Teaching Excellence Framework. Now, that's basically a measure of how good the teaching is at getting you to where you want to go in terms of your career, fulfilling those outcomes. Ultimately, what you have to bear in mind is that when you pay your tuition fees, what you're paying for there is you're paying for your teaching. That's what tuition fees are. So at the University of Hertfordshire, you'll be paying for the gold rated experience. Now, we're just 25 minutes away from central London by the train. Just 25 minutes. I live in London, I commute back and forth to, well, when the university's open, commute back and forth every day. So it's really very, very close. It's about £11 for a return to the university as well. Now, there's 3 key reasons why it's very important to be close to London as an international student. Number 1, you will be in Hatfield, which is just 25 minutes away, beautiful green, small, quintessential English town, but you will still get the same access to London without paying the London price tag. If anyone's ever been to London, or you know how much it costs to rent, for example, the average rent's about £700 to £800 a month, where the average rent in accommodation rent in Hatfield is about £300 to £400. So it's about half the cost. So it's significantly cheaper. And there's and if you're a student, you want to make sure affordability is a big issue for you guys. Also as well, the UK is a rather London-centric country with a vast majority of big international companies operating out of London. If you look at the 14,000 companies on the UKVI list, which offers tier 2 visas for internationals to stay and work in companies throughout the UK, of those 14,000 companies, about 10,000 companies are based in London. So there is a bit of a skew. So it's important to be close to London in terms of have those economic opportunities and those career opportunities that you guys are interested in. Also as well, just take a look at that picture. It's an absolutely beautiful place. London has been for the last 3 years, the most visited city in the whole world. It's a fantastic place, an international hub for major sporting events, festivals. There's beautiful parks, galleries, historical sites, which are all free to enter throughout the whole of London as well. So it's really got something for anyone. So it's a fantastic place to be a tourist. Now, at the University of Hertfordshire, we offer scholarships up to £4,000 at £1,000, £2,000 and £4,000. Ultimately, scholarships are given out to scholars. Students with best grades, good English language, who've written a good statement of purpose, they're the ones that will be able to get a good amount of scholarship. Now, when you're writing your statement of purpose, there are 4 things that you guys need to bear in mind to really avail a good amount of scholarship off your total fee. Number 1, why do you want to study that particular course? So be course specific. Talk about the accreditations of the program, talk about the teachers you're looking forward to working with, the modules. So be as specific to the courses you can be. Number 2, why do you want to come to the UK? Now, obviously, there's Australia, Canada, the US, and other study destinations throughout the world. But why the UK? So there you can talk about 800 years of higher education history. The University of Cambridge was established in 1208. You can also talk about how the UK has been very friendly to international students, a very welcoming place to international students over the years. And most importantly, you can talk about the prestige of UK institutions ranked in the top in the world for education throughout throughout the UK. Also as well, number 3, why do you want to come to the University of Hertfordshire specifically? So we've touched on certain things there already. 96.5% employment rate, TEF Gold rated university, 25 minutes away from central London, in the top 10 universities in the UK to have learning facilities for students as well. So that's some of the things that you want to talk about. So why the University of Hertfordshire as opposed to the over 160 other higher education providers in the UK? And finally, how the course that you have chosen is going to help you to get to where you want to go in your career. So career aspirations, that's a huge thing to think about. Where do you want to be in 5, 10, 15 years? What kind of companies do you want to be working in? What kind of jobs do you want to be working on? What kind of projects do you want to be working on? Okay, so they're the things that you want to think about. Also as well, we offer an early bird scholarship of £1,000 to people who pay their fees by the 31st of July, and we'll be introducing a clearing scholarship as well towards the end of towards September. Okay, now there you go. You can see where on my screen here, just where Hatfield is, Hatfield train station, and if you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different airports surrounding London. So it's a truly international city in that way, and just 25 minutes into King's Cross. They describe King's Cross as the portal to the world. So one of the good things about being a campus university is that we've really set up the facilities and we've really set up the university to completely benefit the student, really create an environment which a student will enjoy to be in. Where other universities, where they're city universities, they're built into the city, so they don't have such a big focus to ensure students get what they need. So we have a sports village with a 25-meter swimming pool. It's got a climbing wall as well, a doctor's surgery on campus, High Street Bank, careers and employment centre, on-campus multi-faith spaces, 24/7 libraries on both of our campuses, 2 restaurants and multiple cafes creating to a variety of diets, including vegan, vegetarian, and halal as well. Now, as I mentioned previously, we're in the top 10 universities for our outstanding course facilities. And you can see why. If you just have a look, Hospital and Pharma Simulation Centre, creating the environment of an NHS ward, television studio. So if you want to make a film, you want to produce, you want to be a filmmaker, that has access to that as well. Car and flight simulators at the university. One of the UK's only replica Crown Courts. Okay, this replica Crown Court is so authentic that TV companies and production companies come into the university to film, and it's a really great experience to really give you a feel of what it's like to be in a Crown Court. And if you want to become a lawyer, state-of-the-art sports facilities, an observatory. This observatory is absolutely fantastic. You can see 60% of all the stars noted in the world, in the universe rather. Recording studios. So if you've got an album, you can record your own album. Environmental science and field stations. Now, Hertfordshire is set in a very beautiful green area. So if you're into environmental related programs, it's a good place to be because we've got science field stations based around the whole of Hertfordshire area. Biosciences labs and a robotics suite as well. Now, this is the College Lane campus. You can see it's big and beautiful and green. Here, down here where my cursor is, in the bottom left corner, that's our creative arts building. This is the engineering computer science building, a big part of our university. There are lots of students come to do computer science engineering courses. Here is the Hutton Hub. That's where all the student advice is given. Just there is the international office, and behind you there, that's where a number of cafes and restaurants are on, and the SU as well. Up here, that's the Learning Resource Centre, so that's otherwise known as the library. This is the £50 million Life and Medical Science building. Here you can see a number of football pitches, tennis courts, basketball courts, and here, all around here, that's where the on-campus accommodation is for students as well. Now this is the De Havilland campus. This is our slightly more modern campus. That's the law building where the Crown Court resides. That's actually the top 8 beautiful law buildings in the whole world. This is a £120 million accommodation block for students all here. Here is the £35 million sports village. And there's just been a new building added just there. That's the Hertfordshire Business School. That's a humanities school there, and that's the library just there as well. And that's the SU there. So that's at the Havilland campus. We have about 26,000 students across both campuses. Now, when you're looking at programs, it's really important to look at accreditations. Accreditations and links of industry really determine how strong a program is at getting you the job that you want to get to. Because ultimately, the programs that you're learning need to be applicable to the workplace. So if you're studying a computer science related course, you want to make sure that the employers that you want to work with know that accreditation, because that means that you're up to their standard to get the job that you want. Our computing courses are accredited by the British Computer Society. Our law courses are accredited by the Bar Standards Board. Our engineering courses are actually triple lock accredited, including the Engineering Council, and mechanical engineers as well. And our pharmacy programs are accredited by the General Pharmaceutical Council. Our business programs are double lock accredited, including AMBA, the Association of MBAs. So there you go. That's what you need to be looking at when you're looking at courses. Really consider the accreditation, because that makes a huge difference in terms of getting you to where you want to go in your career. Now, in terms of our award-winning on-campus accommodation, modern 120 million student accommodation developing, second safest university town in the east of England. Prices start at £122.64 and range to £177.94. A combination of ensuite and shared bathrooms, premium student apartments available on campus, just 5 minutes away from your lecture hall. In terms of the tuition fees, standard undergraduate fees are £30,000 per year. Standard postgraduate fees are £13,500 per year. Postgraduate computer science courses are £14,500 per year. You can pay a £5,000 deposit to secure your place at the university. If you pay your fees in full, you get a £500 discount. Any study abroad, advanced research, or work placements are free. There's no extra charge for that. A lot of other universities charge for that, but that's a part of the service at the University of Hertfordshire. Also, as well, we have scholarships available, as I mentioned, at £1,000, £2,000, £4,000, and alumni get 20% off their tuition fees as well. Now, life as an international student at UH, if you can see all these flags here, every flag that is represented here represents a student that's come from that country. Okay, so it's a very international international university with students coming from over 140 different destinations throughout the world. An amazing student experience, meet new people from all over the world, try a new activity on campus, visit London, St Albans and the rest of the UK using public transport and organised trips, discover what our Students' Union can offer, hundreds of societies, clubs to meet people who share your interests, chaplaincy and religious groups, study on our relaxed green campuses spanning 125 acres, join one of our 28 sports clubs. As sports are Hertfordshire, meet like-minded people, have fun and broaden your horizons. Sports scholarships are available for nationally or regionally recognised athletes. We have 28 different sports clubs, represent the university, and compete in British university and college sport. Some clubs participate in national competitions. And here you go. This is just what our accommodation looks like from the inside. So that's your rooms here and here. That's the shared kitchens that you have. And this is the social area. So this downstairs, every single building has its own social area for students to hang out in. This is the library here, and this is our quad. So you can see throughout the year we have different events for the students around here. It's a really good place to engage and meet new people. It's our swimming pool, one of our science buildings, and our TV studio. Life and Medical Sciences, just all the equipment that we have available to you scientists at the university. And this is the Learning Resource Centre. Some of the sports, netball, basketball, rock climbing. Now, securing a work placement. So all of a number of our postgraduate and all of our undergraduate programs offer a work placement. So it really gives you guys the chance to get international work experience whilst you come to the University of Hertfordshire. We've kind of entered a point in life now where it's important to have a good degree. Of course it is, but it's also really important to have some good work experience behind you. That's what, that's what employers are looking for. They want to be able to say, wow, this person's got international experience in the UK. They've also got a degree from the University of Hertfordshire. that's someone that I would want to work with. Now, the Careers and Employment Centre at the university, it's their job to help you find a placement, to help you find a job. They'll help you work with over the 300 different companies that you work with in the UK to help you secure a placement. They'll also help you write your CV, prepare you for interviews, and also as well, we hold education fairs throughout the year where companies will come into the university and you'll be able to go meet them at the stall and talk about the opportunities that they have. Now, this is probably something that you've already covered, guys, but it's quite important to bear in mind that the graduate immigration route will be available to international students who have completed a degree at the undergraduate level or above at a higher education provider with a track record of compliance who has valid Tier 4 visa at the time of application. Successful applicants on this route will be able to stay and work or look for work in the UK at any skill level for a maximum period of 2 years. Graduates will be able to switch into the skilled work once they've found a suitable job. The new route will be launched in the summer of 2021, meaning that any eligible student who graduates in the summer of 2021 or after will be able to apply for this route. This includes students who have already started their courses. So it's a big change, the reintroduction of post-study work visa. So, you know, it's a good time to come to the UK. Because of that, get 2 years extra international work experience. In terms of getting a job, once again, huge focus of our team at the university, the Careers and Employment Centre. There's many different ways that you can find the kind of work that you want. Our online services and our counselling services as well. Now, how to apply? You submit your application online. You receive a conditional or an unconditional offer. If it's conditional, you submit some outstanding documents. We will go through those shortly. Then you need to pay a tuition fee deposit, which is £5,000, book your accommodation, receive your CAS number, apply for your Tier 4 visa, all which will be supported by the University of Hertfordshire, receive your visa, book your flight to the UK, and attend orientation week and enrolment. Now, guys, enrolment is now the 19th of October, and the start date of class is now the 26th of October. So we've pushed our start dates back by a month due to COVID-19. But that will be for on-campus face-to-face teaching from the 26th of October. Now, in terms of entry requirements, these are the 6 documents that you need to provide along with your application. Copy of academic transcripts and certificates, copy of your English language test results, academic references, immigration history, personal statement, copy of your passport and photo page as well. Okay, guys, and here's just a list of some of our social media handles. We have been doing a lot of work, and our marketing team have done some really fantastic work in the last 4 or 5 months. So I highly recommend having a look on Facebook, having a look on Twitter, having a look on Instagram, and seeing just kind of content that we've been putting out. All right, thank you very much for listening to the presentation today. And are there any questions, please?
Hi, thank you, James. Thanks for the wonderful session. So, James, so we have received quite a lot of questions from our audience. I have selected the ones, those are most common actually. So we will just help in answering other similar questions also. So we will be doing that through chat or something. So currently, I just would like to ask some common questions. Can the test takers use PT Academic / PT UKVI as a proof of English ability while applying for programs? If yes, what will be the score that will be accepted?
Absolutely. So we are accepting the PT Academic and PT Academic UKVI as proof. Now, in terms of the requirements, comparably, if it's 51 in PTE, would be a 6 in IELTS, and 6.5 is 58. So they're the requirements that we require for the vast majority of our programs. But yes, we are accepting the PT Academic as English language proof.
Sure. Thank you, James. Thanks for confirming it. Again, with September intake just around the corner, how are university planning sessions during the new normal or post-lockdown period in the UK? when do you think the students will be asked to travel to the UK or in class session?
Well, so enrollment starts on the 19th of October, courses starting on the 26th of October. So I always recommend students try and come 5 or 6 days before the start of your term, because ultimately it's important to have a little bit of time to settle in, find your ground, you know, get your bearings. So, you know, we're expecting people to be able to travel by mid to early October. That's what we're hoping for. Now, the university is putting in a number of measures to ensure safety of our students when they come for their studies. Number one, social distancing will be included in all classrooms. So we want to have face-to-face teaching, but we're going to have smaller class sizes so we can ensure social distancing within those classrooms. Also as well, on the exit or entrance of every single room, we'll have hand sanitizing spray so people are able to keep disinfected as they move throughout the university. Also as well, in the communal areas, we'll be setting up one-way systems. So as students move through the university, they'll be able to maintain social distancing to stay safe at the university. Also as well, we have a regular cleaning cycle of constant disinfection throughout the university for the next bit of time as well, in order to ensure that there's no further cases or anything else that has happened in the UK. Now, I'm sure you guys are keeping tabs on the situation in the UK, and things are getting significantly better. The lockdown has been eased by quite a lot. You know, pubs and restaurants and hairdressers are now open for business from the 6th of July, from 2 days ago. So we're in better shape than we were, definitely, and we're hoping that keeps going down. But we're seeing the number of cases going down, and so things are looking better and better in the UK.
Thanks for answering it. James, there is another question from most of the audience, that what are the challenges which might be faced by aspirants in the new normal from your point of view? So when we are talking about new normal means, you can say training through with social distancing, with you can say sometime in some cases online learning in some courses. So is it a complete face-to-face teaching, or it will be a mix of online and face-to-face both?
There will be some online aspects as well, because we will have to have smaller class sizes. But we do think it's very important to have face-to-face teaching. I think ultimately, you know, higher education needs that. It's a big part of the process. Meeting other people, having interactions is what actually you really learn from. Obviously, you learn from your lecturers, but students learn from each other. It's quite a, you know, it's quite a collaborative effort in that way. And that's why it is important to ensure that we do have a certain degree of face-to-face teaching at the university. And I think also as well, international students want that. They want to meet people from across the world. They want to have that social aspect as well. So we feel that's a big part of the experience at the University of Hertfordshire.
Sure. Thank you, James. So another question is, James, will there be any changes in the admission criteria for September 2020 intake? That you have told that it is starting from October in your case.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so the 11th of September is now the final date for students to pay their deposit to then have their CAS issued. We won't be able to issue CASs any later than that. So that's been pushed back by a month. But other than that, we're still operating as normal.
Sure. Thank you, James. Ashish, I have a few more questions for you from the audience. If you can just answer those questions. So someone is asking about the acceptance of distance learning graduate for the PG program.
So for
Yes,
distance learning, oh sorry, what? This
No,
was
sorry,
for-
I think this is for Ashish, James. This question is for Ashish.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Ashish, go ahead.
No problem, James. So for distance learning program, we have a list of institutions from where we can accept distance learning. So the student will have to share the portfolio students' records. Once we cross-check with the university from where the student has done distance learning, then we can see if we can give the offer letter to the student. So it depends on case-to-case basis. If it's from the verified university, then yes. If not, then no.
Sure, got it. So thank you, Ashish, and thank you, James, for answering all the queries. Now, I just wanted to give audience some brief about our PT UKVI and PT academic examination. So I just would like to tell you that when we are talking about PT academic and PT UKVI, a lot of people want to know the difference about that actually. So where PT academic is accepted and where PT UKVI is accepted. So PT academic is accepted for graduate programs and all. So where whatever programs you are looking for, you can go through PT academic score. And when we talk about PT UKVI, it is used for foundation programs in terms of study. And when we talk about the other visas, job visas, and other, you can say, skill-based visas, wherever you can say the UKVI acceptance are required, their PT UKVI will be accepted. And apart from that, for UK visa and immigration, so when we talk about immigration and PR, so whenever the PR will be open in UK, so that examination will be accepted for PR purpose also. So these are the main purpose and main difference between those examinations. Apart from that, when we are talking about PT home examination, it's a 2-skill examination. I've already informed that this will be accepted for only for the dependent visa itself. So along with the major visa holder, if any dependent is going, so he has to give PT home examination instead of the complete PT UKVI or PT academic examination. He can give PT home examination and he can easily clear the score, and he can just get the dependent visa along with the major visa holder. So that's what about the for the today's session. Thank you, Ashish. Thank you, James, for a wonderful session to making this session. I have a small announcement to make today. So I would like to inform to all of you that we are offering 10% discount to our test takers. To get your unique discount code, please reach out to reachus@pearson.com with your details. And now, I would like to thanks again for to our both the panelists for such a wonderful and insightful session to clearing all the doubts and queries of our participants. And so on that, a big thank you to all of you for attending this session. And once again, I would like to you can say completely. I hope that everyone has everyone is able to resolve their queries, and so you are clear about your UK September intake or next intake. I think the PT academic teams wishes you all the best and success towards your study or work abroad dreams. Goodbye and stay safe. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Take care.
Bye, Ashish. Bye, James. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prakash. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye.